due to the fact that wind chill values could reach as low as 0 potentially in some locations. So you definitely want to remember the 4 Ps, and that's going to carry over into tomorrow morning as well. We will be seeing plenty of sunshine. But check out these temperatures as we're getting ready to step on the bus. 14 is the temperature, but once you factor in that wind chill value, it could be feeling even colder than 14. We'll be staying in the teens until we get to about 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. We will start to notice a warm up between 9 and 10 tomorrow, and temperatures tomorrow afternoon, they're still going to be chilly, but they're definitely going to be much warmer than today.
The city of Huntsville is taking action to protect its most vulnerable residents. Starting tonight, several locations will open their doors as warming centers. Warming centers include the Living Room, First Stop, Downtown Rescue Mission, and Salvation Army. Fox 54's Logan Alexander Russell went to some of the centers to see how they're helping those in need of a warm place to stay.
A cold snap is sweeping into the Tennessee Valley, with the National Weather Service forecasting temperatures to drop below freezing and remain there until midday Monday. In response to the impending freeze, the city of Huntsville, alongside local partner organizations, opened warming centers starting today to help people escape the dangerously cold temperatures.
Unfortunately, we've actually seen people die here in Huntsville, even in this type of weather. It's so cold, your body starts to shut down, things start to stop working, and especially a lot of people living outside, their health is not the best anyways because they don't have access to health care or doctors or things like that, and so it's really just not safe. And so this isn't just warm and comfort, it's really going to save lives tonight.
The primary community warming center is at the Living Room located at 2820 Governor's Drive Southwest. They say they will be providing 65 cots for the night. Additionally, several other partners are extending their hours to accommodate those in need. The Downtown Rescue Mission on Evangel Drive is open 24/7. Salvation Army on Seminole Drive will be open nightly from 6 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. and First Stop at Stoke Street will open overnight Sunday in addition to its regular weekday hours. The director for First Stop says their mission is typically a long-term solution, but in cases like today, they provided a solution for the night.
I mean, we have 21 beds. That doesn't sound like a lot, but for those 21 people, it's everything. That's 21 fewer people who have to worry about where they're putting their head tonight. How am I going to stay warm? Do I have to fight frostbite? Do I have to fight somebody stealing my blanket or hurting me? So they know that tonight's going to be an okay night and that the sun's going to be a little bit brighter tomorrow.
Transportation to and from the centers is available. Huntsville Transit will provide free rides from the center on Monday. Outside of transit hours, Huntsville Police will also provide transportation. To request a ride, individuals are asked to call the non-emergency line at 256-722-7100. From Huntsville, Logan Alexandra Russell, Fox 54 News.
A full list of warming center locations, hours, and contact information is available on our website. Remember, the Living Room will close its doors Monday at noon, but the other shelters will maintain their regular hours. As a reminder, police are asking anyone who needs a ride to call their non-emergency number, 256-722-7100.
We're here in Brentwood, California, just steps away from actor and director Rob Reiner's home. As you can see, this very much still continues to be an investigation, with police cordoning off the area. Now, just a few hours ago, police had said they were searching the home. They were looking for a search warrant for the home, and as of right now, they did not have anyone as a suspect.
The family of Hollywood director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle announced their deaths Sunday. Law enforcement sources say the couple were found dead in their home in the Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Police Deputy Chief said the Homicide Division is handling the investigation, but would not say if a crime had been committed.
Our detectives will be responding along with our Forensic Science Division and our Technical Investigation Division investigators to conduct a full crime scene investigation and determine the appropriateness of the investigation moving forward.
Rob Reiner is considered one of the best American filmmakers of all time. His directing credits included classics from several genres, including The Princess Bride, Stand By Me, A Few Good Men, and When Harry Met Sally. It was on that film set that he met and fell in love with his wife, Michelle. Before turning to directing, Reiner was an actor, most notably known for his role as Archie Bunker's son-in-law on the TV show All in the Family.
I mean, with or without protesters, this country would still have the same problems.
What problems?
Well, it's the war, the racial problem, the economic problem, the pollution problem.
Oh, come on, if you want to nitpick.
The role landed him 2 Emmy Awards.
I've often said, no matter what happens to me, I'll always be, I could win the Nobel Prize, they'll say Meathead wins Nobel.
Now, the writers had been married for over 3 decades and had 3 children. Reporting in Brentwood, California, I'm Maribel Gonzalez.
Well, we know that there were only 2 attackers. The police had earlier said there might be a third. They've said that's not the case now. Father and son, 50-year-old father, he's dead, shot at the scene on the bridge where they began that attack, literally firing about point-blank range, almost 70 yards away from that gathering for first night of Hanukkah, just about to light the first candle on the menorah. And that's when they say, people in that crowd say, that's when the gunman started firing. And then, as you saw, that man comes forward, one of the gunmen comes off the bridge, he's tackled, he's disarmed, but he goes back to the bridge. And what we've learned from the police now, that the man who was tackled was the 50-year-old father. He, according to police, had a firearms license, which is pretty tough to get in Australia. The police say that he had 6 weapons, and we could see at least 3 of those weapons, at least 3, in the social media video that came out of the attack. All those 3 weapons appear to be long rifle-type weapons, perhaps shotgun-type weapons that they had, but the police say they'd recovered all 6 of those firearms that were registered to the father, the 24-year-old son, in hospital in critical condition. One of the big takeaways for me watching that police press conference was a question from a journalist. The police had found the vehicle. It had 2 IEDs in it, rudimentary, the police say, but the journalist asked a question about an apparent ISIS flag being found at that vehicle. Now, the police wouldn't comment on that. They didn't deny it, but they wouldn't comment it. They said the investigation was ongoing, and the focus of their investigation, they said, was to find out what motivated this father and son to mount this horrendous attack on what was supposed to be a beautiful celebration.
This tragedy that's befallen the Jewish community here in Bondi has taken the lives of 15 people. The youngest person among those victims, just 10 years old, a little girl called Matilda. The oldest person among that group, an 87-year-old Holocaust survivor called Alex, who moved from Ukraine to Australia after the Second World War to try for a more peaceful life. And he died on Sunday in an anti-Semitic terrorist attack. 2 gunmen standing on a bridge shooting down into a Hanukkah festival where children, families, the elderly were all there to celebrate the first night of Hanukkah. It's the second night of Hanukkah tonight, and behind me is a vigil instead of a celebration because the Jewish community here is in mourning.
As we approach the 1-year anniversary of the abduction of Ronald Dumas Jr., a vigil that was planned for this evening was canceled due to the cold temperatures. But the Huntsville Police Department is once again asking for any information that could help solve the case. You may recall Dumas was last seen last year on December 15th at Mid-City Liquor in Huntsville. His car was found abandoned on I-40 near Memphis the next day. Arrest warrants have been issued for 5 people connected to the disappearance, with U.S. Marshals arresting 2 people, Quintarius White and Kiera Clark, in connection with the investigation. HPD is asking anyone with information that can help investigators to call the number on your screen, 256-746-4135. Dumas's family is also offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to Dumas's whereabouts.
Well, just like I was saying, like everybody, just kind of have to watch how much you're spending. And, when you've got a lot of people to buy presents for, kind of got to divvy up that budget. So, everybody gets a little slice of the pie, but the pie, is getting smaller and smaller every year. So it hasn't gotten any better. Inflation's been crazy, and yeah, I don't see it turning the other way anytime soon, unfortunately.
I mean, I used to get my hair done and my nails done, and I don't do any really of that anymore. I started getting my nails done around my birthday, and that's kind of like a special treat now. It's one of those things where I hear so many stories about people who are about to be losing their health care, and like at a time like this when I'm like not focused on that at all for myself, I know that's what like the #1 thing on a lot of people's minds for 2026 and 27.
I feel like if I know whoever I'm buying the gift for is gonna like it, then I'm willing to spend more and only buy one thing for them.
It's been a December to remember for Taylor Swift. Her new Disney Plus specials dropped this month, and she continues to dominate the charts. The Life of a Showgirl just marked its 9th week at the top of the Billboard 200 album chart. Swift's had more weeks at #1 than any solo artist in the chart's history.
Put your face right up next to the snake. No. Maybe it'll be okay. Coding.
Jack Black and Paul Rudd team up for the new action comedy Anaconda. The duo play guys who head into the jungle to make their own version of the 1997 cult favorite Anaconda. It opens on Christmas Day, and if you think that's a weird day to premiere a movie like this, you're wrong.
Why is this the best movie for holiday times? Because the snake is green, just like Christmas, and when it bites your head off and there's blood spraying everywhere, that's the red. Green and red, it's the colors of Christmas.
In Hollywood, I'm Douglas Hyde.
Every single hour of every single school day, one man stands between at least 250 underdressed Prior Lake Savage students as they navigate a frozen corridor between classes that span 2 middle schools. Dave Bellis, a 76-year-old retired cop and veteran of the Marine Corps, doesn't miss much out here.
Stay here, stop.
But this bitterly cold day was the perfect cover to slip one surprise past him.
I don't think he has a clue.
Katie Banksing is a new middle school parent who didn't even know Dave's name a month ago, but wanted to say thanks after seeing his dedication in action.
I realized he's standing out there every day, several times a day. I actually said to my son, we should get him a coffee gift card for Christmas. Like, will you hand it to him when you're crossing the street? But then I had this thought, like, what if he doesn't even like coffee?
Katie decided to find out with a simple Facebook post, and shortly after sharing her idea with other parents,
it exploded. It literally exploded. At least 100 comments within a day. People, that's Dave. We know Dave. He's a veteran. He's a great guy. The kids all love him. How can we contribute? Let's do it.
At least 200 families donated, and on Friday, most of them showed up in person to deliver that surprise.
Battery operated, rechargeable, high visibility, jacket to keep you warm.
Cold weather gear came with hundreds of dollars in gift cards and a special night out on ice, of course.
Also, the Minnesota Wild want to give you guys a game day experience. So you'll maybe ride the Zamboni, maybe go on the Jumbotron.
And that wasn't even the biggest surprise.
Toro actually donated this snowblower. When they heard what we were doing, the Toro company said, we want to give Dave this snowblower.
It's hard to believe. I don't know that I've ever felt that what I do here is that important.
But all he had to do was ask around.
It's just super respectful and kind.
Every single day he's there, and I can't imagine our school without him there.
Whenever you see him, your face just glows up. You can't not like him. He's just a great guy.
Believe me, they mean more to me than I mean to them. And I'm let's say, thank you all. Thank you.
Fox 54 Plus has your news, sports, and weather. Start your evening with Fox 54 at 5:30. delivering the latest headlines and live reports straight from the scene. Then, stay informed with Fox 54 News at 9, featuring your Tennessee Valley certified most accurate weather impact team, tracking everything from tornado threats to traffic delays during severe weather. Fox 54 Sports Extra brings you more of what sports fans crave, with deeper insights, expert analysis, and all the action that matters most. On Fox 54 Plus, you'll also find Alabama politics, plus 24/7 weather radar and real-time forecasts to keep you ahead of the storm. Looking for a quick recap? Don't miss Fox 54 Week in Review, highlighting the biggest stories of the week. Jumpstart your morning with Morning Rush, fast-paced news updates featured with uplifting stories from across the globe. Get your entertainment fix with Getting Real, where we break down movie reviews, top 10 lists, and spotlight the newest film. Die Hard fan? Locked On Sports dives deep into the Crimson Tide, the Tigers, college rivalries, and pro action. True crime warrior style? Killer Cases brings you gripping real-life stories that stick with you. Hungry for more? Cooking with Style serves up mouth-watering recipes that are easy to make and impossible to resist. From movie previews before you head to the theater with Take a Look, to must-know headlines from across the region and around the world with In the News. Watch all of these shows on demand and also on the Fox 54 News app, available on Android and iOS devices, streaming 24/7.
Catch full episodes of Trending Topics streaming on Fox 54 Plus on demand Monday through Fridays, where we talk about the hottest happenings and we give you our hottest takes. From movies and TV to music and fashion, we're always talking about something.
Did you know that you can get weather impact updates 24/7 on Fox 54 Plus? Here's how. Go to Fox 54 Plus on your Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, or Samsung. Once you're on the main screen, push the down arrow and click on the Fox 54 Plus Weather Impact 24/7 block. Here, you'll find radar, current temperatures and conditions, traffic cams, forecasts, and more, all available on demand. Want to get back to the main channel? Just push the down arrow and click on the 24/7 stream button. It's your weather impact updates 24/7 on Fox 54 Plus. Start streaming today.
There's more to Fox 54 Plus with the Locked On Podcast Network. From the Tide to the Tigers, from college teams to pro, the Locked On Podcast Network gives you insights and analysis you just can't find anywhere else.
These kids, they want to play.
But I don't think so. I think it was Chad Baker-Mazara.
Locked On Sports, streaming every day of the week and right here on Fox 54 Plus.